Welcome back to Let's Talk Harlingen. I'm Mayor Norma Sepulveda.
And I'm Cassandra Concilio.
We're here to keep you updated, informed, and connected to your city.
Let's get into it.
And in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Harlingen. It is a great day in the city of Harlingen. How are you doing this morning, Cassandra?
I am doing great. I'm ready to get into it. We have a really exciting episode. But before we do, we want to talk about everything that's happening this weekend in the city of Harlingen. There's a lot happening.
I'm tired already.
Well, definitely on Saturday, we have the community cleanup.
Yes.
So we've been doing these really regularly now. And so the Parks and Recreation and the Keep Harlingen Beautiful board have gotten together to decide on new locations every month to say, this is what we're going to clean up. And you can definitely sign up. You got to go to our Facebook, sign up, and get registered for the community cleanup this Saturday. And then on Sunday is the Heroes Run. Everybody loves this run because the law enforcement, the firefighters, the police, everybody that's there show up in their gear.
I love it.
And a lot of them run the 5K in their full gear. So that's happening Sunday, and you could still sign up. Mayor, which one are you going to go to?
Well, I've gone to all the cleanups, and I think I was not able to do the run last year. So I'm due
for a
to
run.
go
You're
for
due
the
for a
run.
5K.
Yes, yes. So I'm going to try to fit in both. We want to just tell our viewers and our listeners to really show up on the cleanup early. We had a huge turnout. You were there.
Yes, I was there. Big turnout.
Hundreds of people were there. And I mean, it was just a lot. So if you want to get there early, I think they give out free T-shirts and, get your gear and stuff that you need. And so are you going to be joining me on that run
on the run
Sunday?
On Sunday morning? Possibly.
Stay
tuned for next week. It's just a great event that the police department hosts every year. It's the 11th annual run with the heroes. And, they're in their gear. They carry some of them carry the flag. And it's very just nice to see all the different law enforcements together running for like a single, purpose, right? And they usually give back to a very important charity, which I think is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So it's really nice that they give back to the community as well. So lots going on. Everybody got to check out our Facebook and sign up for the community cleanup.
Oh, there's also Taste of Harlingen on Thursday.
Yes. So the Taste of Harlingen is at the Harlingen Arts and Heritage Museum.
Yes.
And it's actually like a Western theme this year. And it's such a great event at the in the courtyard of the museum. It's outside under the lights. You get to taste over 20 restaurants that are going to be going on, and you can still buy your tickets online right now. So this week it's a busy week.
Yep. And then you can run it all off on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's get
full circle moment here.
Absolutely.
But a couple of weeks ago, we had the EDC come on with us, and we talked about all of the different types of programs that they have and competitions. And they say, hey, guys, sign up for this or sign up for that. And today we actually have 3 of the winners from the Rise Up Challenge. And they did not win a little check. They won big checks. Mm-hmm. And today we're going to get a deep dive into the 3 winners of the Rise Up Challenge. And we're going to get into everything that they went through during the challenge and what they're doing with the money. So I really feel like it's a full circle episode for us because we learned about the EDC, what they have to offer, and now we're going to talk to the winners of that money. So I love it. I love to see it come full circle.
I'm excited. I was at the event. I was there last year, and it was the first time that we had done at the inaugural event. This year was really special because one of the winners from last year was actually a judge.
Oh, that's
so it was a great moment, great opportunities for all of the entrepreneurs. I'm excited for today's episode. For those that are not familiar, the Rise Up Challenge helps local innovators take their business ideas to the next level with mentorship, exposure, and financial support, strengthening our city's economic future. So super excited to get into that.
Yes. So stay tuned, and we're going to have 3 interviews lined up with the winners of the Rise Up Challenge.
And we are joined now by Angela Ruiz, who is the 3rd place winner of our competition and the founder of Ramspear Solutions, which is an innovative education technology startup.
Ramspear Solutions is developing patent software that reinvents the high school transcript process, making it faster and fair for public school students. That's incredible work.
Welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk Harlingen.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
We're so excited that you're here. First and
Mhm,
foremost, thank you for participating
mhm.
and thank you for dedicating so much time to the accelerator program.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that, about your experience
my
going
experience.
through up until the pitch competition.
Well, what I would like to say, it was very uh, man, the words, it's really hard to say, but validating. Because like for a while, I had major doubts of going into this competition because I was like, I don't have a prototype. I'm a startup. How would they even pick me? And they did, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm in this. So it confirmed what I was working on for so long since the middle of 2023. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Can
Yeah.
you tell our viewers kind of I know all about
Yeah. Yeah.
your business,
Mhm.
but kinda give us the small
Yeah.
non-scripted pitch.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So Ramsphere Solutions started out as like a startup of me trying to figure out how to improve high school transcripts because right now in America there's no standardized format. And not only that, there's an unequal processing time. With public high school transcripts, it takes about 5 to 18 minutes for a high school transcript to be processed by a university, while a private high school transcript takes about 1.5 to 4 minutes. So there's like a processing equity problem going on there and also an efficiency problem. So I was like, okay, how do we tackle that? And for a while I was like banging my head against the wall and was like, how? And then I was like, okay, well, I'm analyzing all these transcripts that my friends and family have given to me. And I was like, I noticed something quite different. And I was like, oh, okay. And this is where the NDA comes in, where I'm not gonna show you the secret sauce.
Of
But
course.
but the thing is, it really opened my eyes of like, even though, our driver's license and our social security has a very standardized format, it doesn't matter what um where we stand on our economic status, we still have the same social security and driver's license. So why is it that with a private, not private, high school transcript, it's not standardized, even though it's protected by the government? So I was like, this needs to change. So that's where I'm going with my startup. Yeah.
Awesome.
I know that you said since 2023 you've been working on this product, but how did you find out about the program and how did you say, I'm going to apply, I'm going to go
Yeah.
for it? How'd you get there?
Well, I do a lot of research on my time, and then not only that, I had a friend, her name is Maria Delgado, and she's been around in the whole like business development. She works with NASA, and so she does like business development. She goes to Brownsville, she judges, and she's like, "Hey, Angela, like, have you thought about doing this?" And I was like, "Maybe," and she's like, do it." And as a woman, like there's a lot of self-doubt sometimes, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And she's like, "Believe in you." I believe in you. You should do it. And I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I applied like probably like maybe like a week before the deadline. And I was like, "Okay, let's see. Let's see."
You took a chance.
Yes,
I
yes, I
love
took a chance.
that.
Yeah.
I think it's really, something that we don't talk enough about in
Mhm.
terms of, imposter syndrome,
Yeah,
right? And as a woman, you have a startup and
mhm.
you have these great ideas, but without having a support system,
Definitely.
it's impossible to really get to the execution of
Yeah.
things. And so I'm so excited that this platform was available,
Yeah.
that you had a support system to say,
Mhm.
hey, we believe in you, you
Yeah.
should do this. And you did a phenomenal job, by the way. Great presentation. And
Mhm.
this is definitely going to fill a need as a
Mhm.
parent of a student that is currently at
Mhm.
the university and
Yeah.
gone through the transcript process and
Mhm.
still going through the process in terms of
Yeah.
different colleges and universities. That's a
Yes.
whole other ball
Oh,
game
definitely.
to tackle. Maybe that'll be your second initiative.
Yeah.
But fantastic job. I'm so excited that you're here, and especially excited because you're a
Yeah.
Harlingen resident and being able to empower you to get this done. So this is exciting. How about you, Cassandra? Final
I
thoughts?
just think that, you were pushed to do it, you did it, and you actually won 3rd place and you won
Yeah.
$15,000. So can we know what's your next steps? What are you gonna do?
So currently, right now, we're developing the prototype, the software prototype, and right now I'm talking with my coder, Sergio Nunez, and he's right now HEB's mobile application manager. So he has like a decade's worth of experience in software development. So he's gonna help me to develop the software, and after that, I'm gonna take it on to like other accelerator programs where we're going to be like, hey, this is the prototype. Could we get like more funding so we can do a pilot program? And with the pilot program, that's going to be a partnership between a university and a school district to run this software to see like, hey, this is what I'm saying is true. Like I have evidence to back it up. And that's where we're hoping to get to with Ramspear Solutions.
I love that. So
Yeah.
hopefully UTRGV is listening,
So
HCISD is listening,
yeah.
and all the other surrounding, school districts as
Yeah.
well. This is a great opportunity. We thank you so much. Is there
Hmm.
anything that you would like our viewers to know about you, your
Hmm.
company, maybe how they follow your progress, or
Yeah.
anything that you'd like to leave?
Well, you can follow me on ramspear.org. That's my website. Also, what I would like to say to parents right now, especially from the Rio Grande Valley, start applying even as soon as like your junior year. And if not the junior, during the senior year, get that started in August because the later that you push it for like admissions, you're not going to get as many opportunities or it's going to stay in the queue for a very long time. You want to be there as soon as possible and don't make your application too perfect waiting around December. You don't want that. You want it in like August. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's really good information. And
Yeah.
I want to know if somebody were to say, "Hey, I want to work with Ram Spear
Mhm.
Solutions." They just get on your website, or how else would they be able to get to?
They can also reach out on my email. It's Maria Angela Ruiz 79 at hotmail.com.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to put that on the
Yeah.
lower third so
Yeah.
Yes.
everybody can get it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
I feel like
Thank you.
congratulations. Like you said, it was kind of a daunting task, but
Yeah.
you accomplished it. And we can't wait to see it in
Yeah.
action. And hopefully, somebody out there is
Mhm.
listening, watching,
Yeah.
and say, you know what? I would love to use that in
Yeah.
my school district.
Yeah.
So I love that you saw a problem and you are working toward a solution. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Exactly.
Congratulations, and maybe you'll come back once we get a little bit further into the
Yes.
prototype so that way we can just see where you are. I'd love to follow
Yeah.
you on your progress. So thank you so much for being here.
Mhm.
This has been a pleasure, and we will see
Likewise.
you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This has been great.
And now we're joined by the second place winner, Perla Navarro, with $20,000 worth of winnings for the pitch competition. Welcome to the show.
Brewster's is bringing high quality Southern style comfort food to an area where there are few drive through options. What an incredible concept! We are so excited to have you here. Thank you for bringing us goodies. I think this is the very first time that a guest brings us food. So you win. You
Oh,
win.
perfect. I
You
love
win. You win.
that.
Special guest, best guest here at Let's Talk Harlingen. They say the way to your heart is through food.
Your
So
food, yeah.
you win.
Yeah, that's our motto.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Well, it smells delicious in here, and I know that you brought just some options of what you're gonna have in your it's a drive-through restaurant
Correct.
only.
Yes, drive through only.
Awesome. Can you explain to us a little bit what you got going on
Of
here?
course. So we have our traditional biscuit, which is where we started. It is our honey or buttermilk biscuit with chicken and our house-made sauce. It's our Brewster sauce. Chipotle infused and bacon infused as well. And then we have our sausage, egg, and cheese. I believe it's this one. And then we have our bacon, egg, and cheese right over here. So it's just kind of a mix of a lot of things
So
that we're gonna
breakfast
offer.
and lunch.
Yes, breakfast and lunch. Our biscuits are gonna be offered all day. And then we are gonna have our lunch and dinner menu that's gonna vary. Or we're just gonna try to bring in things that the Valley doesn't offer.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you for choosing Harlingen. You didn't start in Harlingen with this concept, and for those, I was there at the competition, and your story was very heartwarming. So, for those that are not familiar, can you share a little bit of how you got started in this?
Yeah, of course. So we specialize is mass production of meals. So right now we have our team out on the West Coast serving meals for firefighters for all the wildland relief efforts that they do out there. So we go out there for weeks at a time in the middle of the forest, and we come up with, hundreds to thousands of meals for firefighters, to keep them going, for as long as the fire until the fire is put out. So while I was out there, we started serving our biscuits to hundreds and hundreds of firefighters, and it was always like, hey, these are really good. Like, this was the highlight of our day. And that's kind of when we realized that it was more than just, a baked good, or it was more than just food. It was about community and just how it brought people together. As simple as a biscuit, it was kind of like comfort away from home. And that's where we got the idea, like, hey, why don't we just take it back home and see where this goes from there?
And how did you hear about the pitch competition? I always like knowing, like, how did you get started in it? How did you say, "You know what? I'm gonna go for it?"
Of course. So, I was with the city trying to work things with the city permits and all that, and I walked into the EDC to talk to Maria. And I was kind of just venting to her. I'm like, "Oh, I'm having these issues just because we didn't have the funds to do it all." My dream was bigger than my pocket. So I was like,
I
"What do
love
we do
that.
next?" So then I walked in there and she's like, "Hey, like you do know." She goes, "I know you're a little too late, but they were doing the first pitch competition at the time." And she goes, "I'll let you know the next time that it happens. I think you'd be a great candidate." So I was like, "Okay, awesome." I didn't hear for her for months, and I was like, I don't know." And then while I was out living in a tent in the forest, I got an email, and it was like, "Hey,
You got Wi-Fi.
yeah, I had Wi-Fi. Yeah, we have a little T-Mobile thing out
Hotspot.
there. Yeah. So she was like, "Hey, it's happening again. Like you should do it." And I was out there, and I was like, "Should I, or should I just, stay out here and keep helping with these efforts?" And it was like, well, I kind of have a dream. Let's see where this goes. So I dropped my bags, I applied, and I'll see. Maybe I'll get accepted. And yeah, sure enough, I did. So then I flew out the next day, and that's when the whole 10-week course started. And here we are today.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
You did say that during your presentation that and then you showed the tent that you were living in.
Yeah.
And so it's really a tent, like
Yeah.
not glamping, like an
Like
actual,
homeless type.
yes, an actual tent. And I thought, wow, how amazing are
Yeah.
you to really, that's very selfless of you to be out there and helping others. And then also trying to, be an entrepreneur and, live your dream and
Yeah.
balancing all of these things. It's a sacrifice to say, I'm going to put everything on hold. I'm going to go and I'm going to dedicate all these weeks
Mhm.
to, this accelerator program in hopes of being able to get, to be one of the beneficiaries of the
Yeah.
big checks, right? And I think that's just, it speaks to your character and how passionate you are about your business. And for those that don't know and maybe haven't seen you, she's already in a, like a food truck. And I know
Oh,
you've been
okay.
out to the pickleball over at RGV
Yes.
Pickle. She's out in the industrial park.
Right
Which
next to,
tell
yeah.
us what was your, when some people say location, 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 right? And that means
Location is
something
key.
different to every person.
Of
But you
course.
were like, "I'm gonna go out to the industrial park." Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
So we're really close friends with Chris Hamby. He's the one who's building everything out there. He's just creating something out of nothing, which I think is amazing. And props to him for that. So he just kind of told us, like, hey guys, there's no food out here, and there's hundreds of people coming in. And we're super close to the airport as well. So that's also kind of like a marketing tactic that we're gonna use. Like, hey, as soon as you come off the airplane, you have something super close by. So although we've been told, "Are you guys even gonna get business out here?" There's thousands of cars that drive by every day, and we're gonna be the first people they see while getting into town. So although it does seem a little lonely out there, but there's so much room for growth, and I think it's just gonna explode out there. So we're just kind of dipping in our toes and seeing what we can get out there.
I think that you'll be able to say you're the first
Yeah,
out there. So
yeah, for
that
sure.
says a big thing. You
Yeah.
believed in it
Hmm.
and you saw the, future, of what could be. So right now you're in a mobile food truck. And then with these $20,000, are you going to go to a permanent location?
So it's kind of 50-50. So we do have our commissary kitchen in our warehouse because there's a warehouse at the location. So that's where we're making all our biscuits, all our food. It is a commercial kitchen. And then inside our truck, our food truck, that's where we're making all our coffee, all our drinks, all our specialty stuff is gonna be fed out of our food truck. But other than that, yeah. So we kind of have 50-50. We do have a second food truck that we hope to expand. We have the opportunity to put it in a different area in Harlingen. We'll do that, but that's for sure something in the books and the plans.
That's fantastic. And before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to leave with our viewers? Anything that, any words of advice for someone that is looking and saying, gosh, I wish I could do that too? Anything you'd like to share?
I actually went to school for my bachelor's in accounting, and I was in my third year in, and I'm not encouraging anybody to drop out. That's not what I'm here to do. But my third year in college, I felt some sort of defeatment because I knew that's not what I wanted to do. Went to class every day, and it was like I don't want to crunch numbers for the rest of my life. I did not find happiness in it, and I truly felt like something spoke to me and said, "Then just go and chase your dream. Like, do that." So I dropped it all and I did. And while I was out on fires, I was like, "Well, is my dream living in a tent?" Like, I was started questioning myself. I was like, "My dream is not to live in a tent," and that's when this opportunity came about. So I just feel like just trust in your instinct and go for it, even though you think it's not the right thing to do. I promise that everything will follow. So yeah, so just go for it and surround yourself with the right people, and God will do the rest.
That's beautiful. Do
I love
you
it.
guys do catering? Do I need to go
Yes.
out to the industrial park? How can I get a delicious biscuit?
Perfect. Yeah. So we are gonna start our catering menu, but that's what we want to focus on. We do have a background in mass production of meals. So yeah, we will have catering for Harlingen, anybody surrounding area, San Benito. We will do that. But if you want to find us, we are at 6121 FM 106 Harlingen. Um, so yeah, out in the industrial park, you can find us. We'll have our drive through out there. If not, you can always just give us a call or find us on Instagram and Facebook.
So you're on Facebook. What's your
Yes.
Facebook name?
It's just a Brewster's.
Brewster's.
Mhm.
And so do you bake these biscuits? I need to know who does it.
We do. I do. I bake the biscuits.
In-house
Yeah, we
in
bake
your commercial
everything is
kitchen.
made in house from our flour to our batter. Everything is homemade, made from scratch.
So, for those health conscious folks that are
Oh
looking at
yes.
this and saying, "Oh my goodness, I could never. I'm going to go play pickleball and then I'm going to all the calories, that I
It
burn."
evens
And
out.
Delma's looking at me right now because she'll go out there on the court and like burn 1,000 calories, and then they want to go out and get a biscuit.
Yeah.
Tell us about your protein
Of
biscuit.
course, we have our gluten-free biscuit first of all, so in a different flavors. So we do have our garlic and herb, jalapeno and cheddar. We have our maple sausage, and I think I'm missing one, blueberry, and our buttermilk biscuits. So those are our five right now that we have, but we do plan on expanding. And we also have our protein biscuits, and it comes in every flavor as well, and that comes with 15 grams of protein for every flavor.
How
So
many calories in the biscuit with the
yeah,
protein?
it's about 350.
So you can only have a
Yeah,
biscuit.
just have half.
Just have the biscuit. Okay. Well, that is
Wow.
wonderful. So folks that have maybe a gluten,
Gluten
allergy or
sensitivity.
a gluten sensitivity and then protein, or want to, want those gains, they can
Yeah,
go get a
they could just.
biscuit. Wonderful. Well, thank
Well,
you so much,
thank you,
Perla.
Perfect. Thank you for
Brewsters. This
having
looks
us.
delicious. We wish you all the luck in the future. And whenever you do open up, we are going to go. The mayor and I will be there,
Of course.
first people to buy a
Yes.
biscuit. And, we definitely wish you luck. And thank you for choosing
Yes,
Harlingen.
thank
Thank
you
you for
guys.
being forward thinking, going out to the industrial park. Because if somebody doesn't start it,
Yeah,
they're going to be second and you were the first. So thank you so
perfect.
much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
And now we are joined by Marie Chang, who is our grand prize winner of $30,000 at the Rise Up competition. And her business is Torah Bakery Cafe. You may have already visited this location in downtown Harlingen.
Congratulations. Tora is a specialty bakery and beverage brand that crafts Asian inspired desserts, baked goods, and gourmet drinks. The winner of $30,000, Marie Chang. Welcome.
Thank you.
We are so excited that you are here today. And I am equally excited that you brought us some goodies. Can you tell us what we have here?
Yes, it's our honor to be here. So today we're bringing this is our specialty Tora Cafe Latte and our cheesecake, gluten free, sugar free pumpkin cheesecake, bus cheesecake.
Best cheesecake. I love
Yes.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. This is absolutely wonderful. And we just had on our second place winner, and she brought us food too. And I said that she won because she brought us. So now it's going to be of a
Uh-oh.
competition because the two of you are the only ones that have brought food to us. And we are just so, ecstatic. And I know everybody here at Let's Talk Harlingen is excited also. But just tell us a little bit about your journey because you've got a real special story on how you opened up Torah.
Right. So total start is 2020 when COVID hit. My husband lost his job. So we started in Brownsville. My husband took over his friend's bubble tea shop as his side business. And COVID hit. I got pregnant with my fourth babies. And he said, like, what should I do? And I said, like, I can help you with this. And he's not from the food business industry type of thing. So I said, like, okay, I think we can go through this. And we own a commercial kitchen in Harlingen, which is our store right now. So I said, like, I can help you from the Harlingen and we make it this one. It's not even small business. And he said, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, it's hard when you partner with your own spouse. I mean, like, man, this the hardest partner that I ever had.
A
But thank,
1000%.
oh yeah, because you see him 24/7, right? And then you raise your own kids, four kids, uh, together. We don't have anybody here. We moved from California 8 years ago, from his job, and then now he's lost his job. So we just go through it, and within the this is almost 5 years, Dora. I think we make it. I mean, like, thank God. From the personal, we learn along the way. It's it's God. That's all I can say. If it's not God, I don't know. I mean, like, we want survive on marriage. We want survive on the business. Uh,
I love that.
yeah, I think that's the only thing that make Torah survive until now. First, it's a blessing of the Lord, and each of us, me and my husband, we learn each other each and every day, through the marriage, raising the kids, and the business. I mean, like, it's hard if one of you doesn't want to learn or doesn't. I mean, like, to put your pride. No, I'm the husband. You listen to me. I mean, like, we won't survive. So, yeah. And my husband choose Harlingen. He love Harlingen. I said, like, why here? Why not McAllen? Because we always go to the mall in McAllen. My kids love to the mall in McAllen. But he said, no, Harlingen is the between the Brownsville, and if you go from the big city, if you go to South Party Island, you must visit Harlingen. So, and we purchased a house in Harlingen, so I think we cannot go anywhere.
No, you're now a Harlingen
Yes.
person.
Harlingenite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harlingenite. Welcome. Thank you
Thank
for choosing
you.
Harlingen. And definitely your coffees look delicious. Your cheesecake looks delicious.
Thank you.
But I want to know, how did you hear about the EDC Rise Up Challenge?
Okay, that one from Maria Escobar. I've been working with UTRGV 8 years ago. So that's I have another business before Tora. It's a Southeast Asian restaurant in Brownsville. I always have passion on food. Uh, I graduate from culinary arts university. So I don't know. Some Me and food is something that we cannot separate. So I've been working with the UTRGV for 8 years, and Jane come to our place. Um, Jane really helped. Jane Lozano is really helped. Tora, and then I think couple months before the no, couple weeks before the rise up, Maria said, "Marie, you need to join this." I said, like, no, I don't want to compete. It's so much stressful, because I know how to, and I'm not ready. But she said, like, try, go try. So we try.
I love that, and, I think, Perla said the same thing about, having walking into EDC and talking about just venting and frustrations, and they talked about the competition, and now you're saying that, our EDC team, we had them on a previous episode, and that's kind of why I think it's really important to have these types of conversations with individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs like you, so that way people know that here in Harlingen, small businesses have
Right.
a lot of support, and I know I was there at your grand opening of
Yeah.
your business, and we were super excited, and there's gonna be challenges along the way, and those are the growing pains, and here, Harlingen, you are set up for success because you have people like Jane. I always say,
Right.
"Get yourself a Jane." She's so amazing,
Yes, it's amazing.
helping all the small businesses, and so it's wonderful that, have a support system
Yes.
for those that maybe don't have a lot of family, but know that now
Hmm.
Harlingen is your family,
Yes.
and we wanna see you succeed.
Yes.
I love that, story. Tell us about, what is the bestseller at Tora?
Okay, for right now, this is our coffee. This is the best seller because we only using two type of beans. One for the any coffee that you get from Tora, only using Sumatra Madeleine coffee.
And you import it.
Yeah. They imported. We unable in this level yet to get it from Sumatra
Directly.
directly.
Maybe soon.
Oh yeah.
In the future?
In the future, yes. And the second one we using is a Vietnam uh coffee. That's only for our bold coffee. If this is not strong enough, we have the stronger coffee. So only those two coffee that we carry, and then we have specialty on our Tora mango. If you love mangoes, you must be love our Tora mangoes. It's a fresh fruit mango that's like a smoothie, but with the ice cream. It's gonna make you good, quick
It'll make you
snack.
happy.
Right. And our cheesecakes are different. We using a Bass cheesecake, which is more creamier, and we infuse with Asian flavors. That's what our make different. I bring the pumpkin because it's
The season?
seasonal, the season. But our best seller is our ube Bass cheesecake. Ube is purple sweet potato. It's from Southeast Asia. It's a purple potatoes, but it's sweet. The sweetness is from there. I'm using a real ube,
Wow.
a real thing. We have video in Instagram if you wanna check it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we make we let people know that how we make it. We don't using any preservative, and we have Japanese chiffon cake, which is light and fluffy. We're not even using baking powder to make it rise. So
That's the one that I've tried and I think is delicious. It's really, really light,
yes,
right? It's not like any cheesecake that I've ever tasted. I think it's hands down probably, and that's because I think I shared with you, I don't like cheesecake, but I
yeah,
like yours.
yeah.
Kinda like my mother-in-law's, potato salad. I like hers and no one else's. Yours is a cheesecake for me.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
This is amazing. I think, what our viewers probably wanna know is you are the grand prize winner.
Yeah.
What are your plans for Torah with these 30,000 that you won?
All right. So as the presentation on the rice, we're not changing anything.
Mhm.
That's our goal to put our product in the retail stores and to franchise it in 10 years from now. Um, so we're gonna use the fund for buying more equipment. We might relocate it because in order to grow, you need to grow your space. The space that we had right now, it's not a proper
Mhm.
place to put all the big equipment, and in we don't have enough electricity, and then the location too is not big enough for the big truck to come in, load and unload our things. So we're gonna put a portion 35% on our equipment and 30% on the marketing, because it's really important. I think 25% on marketing. It's really important right now. The social media is really important, right? So yeah.
And you will stay in Harlingen.
We will stay in Harlingen.
So right now you
that's
do
great.
have a place that we can go buy your drinks and your
Yes.
cheesecakes and all
Yeah,
that.
we have right now we have 2 locations. One is in Harlingen and operate as a headquarter
Mhm.
where all the magics happen. I'm still the baker. So I'm working every day in Harlingen area, but in the back. You won't see me. I mean, like unless you ask me, "Hey, is Marie here?"
Mhm.
I'm gonna come out to the front. But I'm in the
She's
back.
busy.
I'm in the
She's
kitchen.
working.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. So, and the second location is in Brownsville. So, yeah.
Well, we love that. Can you give us our address? I know that you're downtown, but for those that are
S-
unsure,
Yes, is we are in 620 West Van Buren Avenue.
and we want everybody to follow you on your socials, which
So,
is Facebook, Instagram,
yes, and
and I
TikTok.
know, and TikTok. Oh,
She's a
interesting.
TikToker.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Not yet. Not yet. Not TikToker yet, but
I anticipate you going viral.
yes, and we have I should not put it is yet, but we have a new product that is gonna launch hopefully by end of the year that
Yes.
I've been promoting I've been doing the R&D and I think we nail it and we working on the packaging and stuff, but hopefully that's the first product that we gonna put it on TikTok.
Oh, that's wonderful. So
Nice. Is
this
it
is
called the Harlingen
exciting.
So
or?
Harlingen to the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, because sometimes I get tired when people ask me when we go to Houston or a big city, where do you live? I mean, where you come from? I mean, oh, from Harlingen. Oh, Arlington. I said, no, with the H. Where is that? I mean, like, did you ever been to South Padre Island? Oh yeah, I always go every spring. I said, like, you, every time you go from here to the South Padre, you're gonna
See us.
see us. I mean, like,
Right.
you're gonna pass us. I mean, like, you must be visit Harlingen, you know. So
And we're gonna get you hats, t-shirts, mugs, anything you
Yes.
need
Yes.
Yeah.
to
Yes.
show everybody where you're from. We love that you're our ambassador as well. That's awesome for us.
yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. This is exciting for the community to know that this Rise Up competition is really about the future and
Yes.
the future of startups, the future of existing businesses for expansion, and to know that something that you started in COVID, which was an extremely
It's
difficult
hard.
time,
Yeah.
you have grown to such a beautiful, location, providing happiness in a cup and, for individuals that are in our community and the surrounding communities, and now to take it to that next step to be able to help and automate, to help and get into different stores and retailers and making sure that when people think Harlingen, they think Harlingen, oh yeah, that's the home of Torah. I
Right.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. So thank you so much. Is
Thank
there
you for
anything you
having
want to
me.
leave, special remarks or any words of advice for someone watching and just really inspired by your
Come and give
story?
us try. Give us try and tell us. We always receive feedback. Like nowadays, people like, hey, do you have sugar free? We find a sugar free sugar, sugar free sugar, the best because I don't use just any kind. It's not good in your taste. So give us a try and give us some feedback. Is there any that you want to put it in? So we can give the best for Harlingen and to the RGV.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. And everybody go to Torah, get an iced coffee,
Yes.
get a boba, get a cheesecake, and tell them that you saw Marie on Let's Talk Harlingen.
This has been such an amazing episode. Make sure that you follow the socials of all of our guests that we had here today and all of the participants for the Rise Up competition. And you can find all that information on the EDC socials. Please remember to support local and make sure that you are an ambassador for Harlingen, just like each and every one of these participants.
Next week, we have our commission recap meeting, so stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook and tag us at any of these restaurants that you've gone to. They're all delicious, and they're all from Harlingen's. Thank you, guys. See you next time.
That's it for this episode of Let's Talk Harlingen.
If you like what you heard today, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts.
We've got more conversations coming your way.
Let's talk again soon, Harlingen.